This game is getting dirty, y'all. It's a dirty game right now. This game is getting dirty. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we're gonna talk some football. Houston, Texas. Not really Houston, Texas football. This is a national story, but it got some Houston, Texas elements in it. So we're gonna talk about. We're gonna break it down because Brian Flores out suing the NFL. Is it a good decision? Is it smart? Or is it a stupid decision that's going to hurt them in the long run? We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down. But before we do that, like I've been telling you on the last couple of videos, the goal is to reach 5K, 5,000 subscribers. When we reach 5K, I'm doing a very special giveaway. Trust me, trust me, trust me. You don't want to miss it. You want to be a part of it. But the only way to be a part of it is to get the channel to 5K. So I'm going to need y'all to do your part. I'm going to need y'all to like, share, subscribe, share it to your homeboy, your homegirl, your cousin, your next door neighbor, your co-worker, your friends on Facebook, people on TikTok, people on Snapchat, people on Instagram, all social media platforms. Share that. Get the channel to 5K and you can be part of the special giveaway. Speaking of social media, y'all follow me on all social media platforms. Hit them links in the description. We also giving away 30 days free of Amazon Prime. So hit them links in the description and do all that. Yeah, I know y'all see this. Hey, the link is going to be soon. I'm dropping the link soon, so y'all can get y'all one of these. It's fresh. I know y'all like it. Hey, I know y'all want one. Y'all want one. So the link is going to be dropped pretty soon. So trust me. You keep your eyes and your ears open. The stuff is coming soon. Now, let's talk about this whole Brian Flores situation. Brian Flores, former head coach of the Miami Dolphins, was let go after his third year. After what 9-8 season, started off the season 1-7, but then wheeled off 7 straight. Lost the second to last game, but then ended up winning the last game of the season to the Patriots. So ended up the season on the 8-9 run. One of the last 8 out of 9. Games, and was fired. So, he's been out there. He went out for a head coaching job, interviewed for the New York Giants, interviewed for the Denver Broncos, the New Orleans Saints, and also the Houston Texans. Now he is filing a lawsuit because it's claiming racism, and that basically, the whole Rooney Rule, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to break it down because I have some issues about the Rooney Rule as well. Basically saying that he basically was just getting some of these interviews basically to cover the Rooney Rule. Just, to be another black coach because, the Rooney Rule is they have to interview 2 minorities for every position. Like, anytime they have a position open, they have to interview 2 minorities before they can make any hire. And, he had a text message from Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick basically told him, because thought he was texting Brian Daboll basically 2 days before he ended up interviewing for the Giants job. Hey, congratulations on the job. Thinking he's texting Brian Daboll. Basically, the Giants have already hired and picked Brian Daboll before they even interviewed Flores. Basically, Flores saying that he was basically a token interview, the whole complying by the Rooney Rule, but they've already made their decision. Then his issue with the Denver Broncos was he's saying that their owner or whoever it was that did the interview process basically came into the meeting drunk, hungover, or it seems like they really didn't care. Another thing, just to pass time for the whole Rooney Rule. Also stating that when he was in Miami, he was offered, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like $100,000 for every loss to tank during the whole Joe Burrow season. The season that Joe Burrow would have been the number 1 overall pick. That way they could have had the number 1 overall pick and drafted Joe Burrow, which would have been Brian Flores' first year as the Miami Dolphins, that he was offered that. So he's filing a lawsuit for the NFL basically saying that he never had a real shot at none of his head coaching jobs and that the NFL basically is racist and doesn't want to hire him because he's a black man. And then after that, after this news dropped, you have Hugh Jackman, who was former coach of the Cleveland Browns, saying that basically he received extra payment for losses as well for tanking during Cleveland Brown season. And I'm gonna put a pin in that because something that I thought about that kind of makes sense when it comes to Hugh Jackman. But about Brian Flores. Like I said, he interviewed for the Houston Texans job and the New Orleans job. Minnesota job at this point still taking it. I think Kevin O'Connell they're leaning towards Kevin O'Connell since Jim Harbaugh backed out. New Orleans is still open even though they're talking about Aaron Glenn. Houston Texans, obviously Miami Dolphins, the team he came from, because the Giants have had their coach, the Broncos got their coach, Chicago has their coach. This is the thing here. I don't know who's advising these people, but they some damn dummies. This is the reason why. And I'm not talking about the owners. I'm talking about Brian Flores. This is why I believe that he's stupid. The move, well, not that he's stupid. The move that he's pulling is a very idiotic move. I'm not against none of what he's doing. Let me preface that. Hey, if they're doing this, blast their ass. I have no problem with that. My problem is, wait till the coaching cycle is over with first. Wait till the cycle's over with. The Texas job is still open. The Saints job is still open. The Minnesota job is still open. And obviously the Miami job, but you know you're not getting that. Those jobs are still open. Wait till the cycle is complete first. Now, then you present your case. You know why? Because your case will have even more if your case has credibility. Now, think about how much credibility it will have when some of these teams make some of their head coaching hires. Because Houston Texans leaning on Josh McCown, who has no coaching experience at all. Like none whatsoever. Think about how much more your stuff will make more sense if you allow let the Texans hire Josh McCown and then you present that. I won my last 2 seasons. I was 10-6 and then 9-8. Won the last 8 of 9 games, and I got fired. This guy ain't never coached a damn down football, and they picked him over me. Come on, man. He don't holds more legs. The text message you got between you and Bill Belichick, that wasn't going nowhere. You still had that text message. Your information about the Broncos coming in, that wasn't going nowhere. The information that you had about the Dolphins wanting to pay you for losses, and the whole meetings that they was trying to have on a boat with quarterback ended up being Tom Brady, tampering type situation, or how you feel that they spreading rumors about you basically being the Black Bill O'Brien, you not getting along with the people in the front office and things like that. You doing all type of spiteful things. None of that information was going to change 2 weeks from now when all the coaches were hired. Wait till the coaching cycle is complete, because what you have done, you have guaranteed yourself not to get a head job in this coaching cycle. And the thing is, if you would have got hired by the Texans or the Saints or the Vikings, whatever, and you wanted to sue, you still could. The information you could say, because them teams wasn't gonna fire you after they hired you. You know why? They would have to pay you because coaching contracts are guaranteed. So they wouldn't hire you, sign you to a full-length contract, and then you boom throw out the lawsuit against these other teams, and they're like, we gotta get rid of you now. They're not gonna do that because now they're gonna have to pay you a full contract, and they're gonna have to find another head coach. And teams like the Texans and Minnesota, who are paying other coaches anyway, because the Texans are paying David Culley, Minnesota's gonna be paying the guy they just fired. They're not gonna do that now. The Saints is different because step down. So they were still they wouldn't have fired you, so you would have been able to sue them. But the thing is, you cutting off your nose to spite your face. All this information that you got, it was burning a hole in your pocket, like the old folks say. You know, when you was a kid and your mom, your grandma, your granddad gave you some money, like they gave you a little change, and you want to go to the store, go buy you some chips or some candy or soda, whatever. They, oh boy, that money burning a hole in your pocket. Meaning you just can't wait to spend. You can't wait to get rid of it. You had this information. You couldn't sit on it just a little bit longer. You couldn't be a little bit more patient. What you have done. You've cut your nose to spite your face, because you have guaranteed yourself not to get a head coach job in this cycle. Also, what you have done, you've given these other teams, they have, like the Houston Texans, an out. You've given these teams that. Now I'm gonna say this: I'm not a Brian Flores fan. As far as I didn't want the Texans to hire Brian Flores. I want the Texans to go after Byron Leftwich. I wouldn't mind D'Amico Ryans. I wouldn't even mind Aaron Glenn, to be honest with you, but. I'm saying that to say this. What you did now, like a team, like I'm using the Houston Texans as an example, they could be like, oh, we want to hire you, we thought about hiring you, but the moment that you start a lawsuit against the NFL, we really couldn't hire you. Then we also dealing with the Deshaun Watson situation. That's just too much baggage. You're giving teams an out of the reason not to hire you. You're giving them legitimate reasons that they wouldn't hire you because you're bringing too much baggage. And he's already told the Texans and the Saints that he's still interested in the job. They're not going to hire you now, even if they want to hire you, which I agree. I believe that they didn't want to hire you in the first place. But even if they wanted to, they wouldn't do it now. Not now. Now, if you would have got hired first and then did the lawsuit, they would have been stuck with your ass. But you did it way too. You way too much premature. You're too premature. You waited too. You did it too quickly. And about Hugh Jackman, the Browns had a 0-16 team. There's only been two 0-16 teams in the NFL. The 08 Lions and the 2017 Cleveland Browns. And you know that Hugh Jackman was the only coach that didn't get fired because the Lions fired their coach. Hugh Jackman, and I think he was on his second season. Hugh Jack didn't get fired after going 0-16. So it makes sense that he would have got paid extra. Hey, tank. Hey. Because remember, they had back-to-back first-round picks. They had first-round pick in 2017 because they drafted Myles Garrett. And they had and then 2018 had first-round pick, drafted Baker Mayfield. So it makes sense. It makes complete sense. Had two back-to-back first-round picks. And didn't get fired. People was wondering why he didn't get fired. So it makes sense. He was getting paid. My issue with this is you're just as guilty as them. Don't come up here years later and be like, oh, they paid me to lose games. And you did it. You accepted the payment. See, at least Brian Flores said he was offered. He never said that he accepted. He said he was offered. Hugh Jack out here talking about he accepted money for it. So you're just as guilty as them. So you can't sit up here and complain about something when you are just as guilty because you accepted the payment. I can't accept the payment and then be like, well, they paid me to do this. It's wrong. It's the integrity of the NFL. They paid me to do it. Idiot, you took the damn money. Now, if you did take the money, then you have an actual gripe for it. I don't trust you. Your gripe doesn't hold water to me because you took the payment. Like, you were in Greek. You was in cahoots with the shits. You was in cahoots with it. You was okay with it when they was breaking bread. You was okay with it. Now that money train is stopped and it's no longer there, now you got a problem. See, I don't like stuff like that. That's real fugazi to me. It really is. It's really fake to me. That I'm okay with it while I'm getting paid. When I'm in the shits, I'm cool with it. Then once it's no longer in my favor, now I want to go run to that. That's snitching shit. That's what snitches do. Oh, no, now it doesn't work for me, so I'm going to go tell everything I know. No, man. No. With you guys, not great. Now, everything that Flores has, I agree, and he has a true gripe. My issue with Flores is how he's doing it, that he did too early. He should have waited till the coaching cycle was done, and then boom, now you got all the teams that didn't hire African American coaches or didn't hire any type of minority coach. Boom. Now I got all this evidence, and then look at the coaching cycle. Look. What you have done is that you not only stop yourself, and I know, it's bigger than me. It's bigger than him. It's like the Kaepernick situation. It's bigger than him. Even if he doesn't coach again, he's making it better. No, he's not. Not right now. Now, because who's to say that, hey, people now start want to back off on this coaching cycle. Wait, all my only complaint is if the coaching cycle was complete and he did this, I'm completely with it. Hey, expose their ass. Expose their racist ass. I'm cool with that. I have no problem with that. My issue is you did it too early. Just wait till the coaching cycle, because what you've done now, you've given teams out. And that's what I'm saying. I don't understand who's advising these people. Wait, I just thought about it. His agency, who his agent is, same age as Deshaun Watson. David moved together. Again, same issue. If you had a feeling and knew that these cases were coming down the pipeline, why would you make a big stink and put yourself out there in public? I want to be traded. Why would you put yourself out there knowing that this is coming down the pipeline? Wait till this is get cleared up first, whatever it is that is, before you start running your mouth and putting a microscope on you. Again, don't understand what David is, how he's advising his clients. I don't get it. I don't understand what the logic is. Like, this whole, we want to put everything in social media because that's the whole thing. We want to put everything in social media. We're going to do this. We're going to put everything, put all the fans and everybody in front of it. Yeah, get all the support. Like, to get this train rolling. But you're going about it the wrong way. Like, you're going about it the wrong way. Don't have an issue of actually with the Houston Texans are not being ran correctly. I've been saying for months, this is the worst ran, or actually for a year now, this is the worst ran franchise in the NFL right now. This is the most dysfunctional team in the NFL right now from a front office standpoint. I have no issue. Well, you know, I'm a Texas fan, so I don't want Deshaun to go. But I don't have no issue with what he's the idea of it. Like, he wants to get out of this type of situation. He wants to get out of this toxic situation. I understand it. Again, it's just the way you're going about it. This right here, I have no issue with you exposing the racism for them not wanting to hire you. This, they already hired somebody 2 days before they even interview you for the job, showing they only want to interview you because they had to, because the whole Rooney Rule, which I think is stupid. The Rooney Rule doesn't hold any weight because of situations like that. They can interview me, interview my boy Honcho. Shout out to everybody there on Soft Sports. They can interview me and Honcho. Boom. They can fire their coach today. Tomorrow interview me. The next day interview Honcho. Boom. Then interview the 2 black people. Cool. Now we can hire whoever we want. We can do what we want to do now. That's all the Rooney Rule does, is to make sure that 2 guys get into, two minorities get into the situation. That's stupid. That's idiotic. That doesn't hold any type of weight. It doesn't. If you want actual change, we have it in writing somewhere that, hey, we need to have this many minority coaches in the NFL. This many minority, this percentage of minority general managers in the NFL. What we need to do, maybe we start getting some minority owners, which means you have to make people sell teams and shit like that. So I don't know how that would work. But do things like that. Like you have to, like, not this whole interview process. Even the whole draft pick situation. Maybe if they did that, I mean, I know they have it now, and people get that information misconstrued. It's not that if you hire somebody, you get compensation. It's if somebody hires somebody off your staff. Case in point, if the Saints do hire Aaron Glenn, the Detroit Lions get a 3rd round pick. The Baltimore Ravens get a 3rd round pick because the Texans hired David Culley, and David Culley was on the Ravens staff the year before. That's how that works. It doesn't work that since the Saints hire a minority coach, they get a 1st round pick or they get a compensatory pick. That's not how it works. Maybe if it worked like that, maybe you probably would see a little bit more change. Maybe teams would, but then again, you might have David Culley situation where they just hire a black guy or a minority guy just to get the pick and then get rid of him after a year or 2. So maybe not even that. But then again, and then even if you do the whole percentage, basically they just meeting quotas. They just meeting quotas like, oh damn, it's our turn. We got to hire a minority. Let's meet this quota for the NFL real quick. So I mean, I really don't know how to actually make it more fair. I really don't. But the Rooney Rule, like I said, I think the Rooney Rule is facade. It doesn't really hold any more weight. I mean, unless somebody just goes into the interview and just blows our ownership away. Other than that, they just interviewing guys who they know good and well that they don't want a job. Like EB. EB has been trying to get a head coach job with for the past 3 years. Probably every interview he's ever done was a Rooney Rule. To be honest, could have been. They just interviewed him just to interview him. Just to say they interviewed him. Because they had to. They had to interview a minority. They had to interview 2 of them. So it could be that type of situation. So I have no problem with Brian Flores exposing that. Like, cause the text message from Bill Belichick, that's the smoking gun. That right there is gonna prove him and help his lawsuit. Nothing like the whole different thing. That's he say she say. Him being offered money and him turning down. That's he say she say. What he feels, the slander he's getting from that he feels like the Dolphins is getting putting around about him. That could be he say she say as well. That them text messages from Bill Belichick, that has dates. It has one. How does Bill Belichick even know? He says in the Bills told me. Do you know that you're texting Brian Flores and not Brian Daboll? Oh, my bad. All that is going to incriminate the whole situation. That right there is a smoking gun. That's right there. That's his evidence. That evidence wasn't going away unless he planned on deleting his phone. That evidence was not going to go anywhere if he would have waited. That's my only issue with it. Hey, I agree. Expose him. But the part that I say the part that you messed up on, the part that you fumbled the bag on, was that you did it too early. You did it way too prematurely. You should have waited. Wait until the coaching cycle was high. It was done. Either you had a job or you didn't have a job. That part is actually irrelevant. Because if you wait till the coach cycle was done, like I said, with the whole, if the Texans get Josh McCown and whoever do his and do that, your stuff will hold more credit. It will hold more credit. It just would. It will hold way more credibility. I'm not saying it doesn't hold credibility now, but it will grow even more legs because the coaching cycle is complete and you've been without a job, and other minority coaches would have been without a job, and it was just made even more sense of me. Like, damn, it just hit even more home if you would have waited. All you do was just wait just a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. But we will see how it happened. We're gonna see how it played out. Hey, make sure y'all catch me and everybody on the Houston Texans Roundtable, the original Houston Roundtable, off the imitated, never duplicated, on Fox 26 every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central, on the Fox 26 app, on fox26.com. To make it easier, download the app. I got the app on my phone. Download the app. We go live every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock p.m. Trust me, y'all don't want to miss it. We talk football, basketball, baseball, the triple double A baseball. We do all type of conversation. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. It's great, funny conversation. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna get mad. It's just can't miss TV. So check that out every single Tuesday at 7 o'clock p.m. on the Fox 26 app, Saw Sports, me and the rest of the original Roundtable. Off the imitated, never duplicated. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, remember, it's going to be coming soon. Y'all keep your eyes and ears open. Y'all going to want one. Y'all, trust me. Hey, we dripping. Like, share, subscribe. I holla.